Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, studying the Psalms verse by verse. And today, boy, we have a dandy. We're going to be looking at verses 11 through 14 here in Psalm 34. Now, we've been studying Psalm 34, began last week, and we continue this week studying Psalm 34. And at the end of last week, I said he set us up for what's going to happen in the rest of the psalm. So, if you have your Bible there, turn to verse 11, and we're going to see there in verse 11 that he kind of pauses, and he says, hey, let's just stop. He says, come here and listen to me. So the Father here is going to pull us in. The teacher is going to pull us in. Come and listen, because he has a question for us, and then he has answers for us. Okay, so if you have your Bible, turn to verse 11, in Psalm 34, and I'm going to read those verses for us. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desires life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it. Okay, so that's verses 11 through 14. You notice how this begins. This is why I divided the psalm in right here with verse 11 being the first verse of the second half, because now he's speaking directly to the student. Come and listen to me. Notice verse 11. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. Does this sound anything to you like maybe out of the Proverbs? Sure it does. We find that over and over again, except in Proverbs it's not children, it's son. Come, son, and listen to me. Listen to the wisdom of your father. He says, I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Again, very proverbial, isn't it? Because in Proverbs, what is the main lesson? The main lesson is that wisdom begins with the fear of the Lord. So that's where we have to start. Well, here we have it in Psalm 34. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Then verse 12. What man is he that desireth life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Okay, that's a good question. So the teacher begins with a question. And the question is meant for us to ponder. He's going to answer it for us, but I'm sure that in the classroom, we're thinking of answers ourselves. But notice what he says. So, the man who desires life and who wants to see good in his days. Notice that. Loveth many days, that he may see good. Okay, we had that word good earlier in verse 8. Look at verse 8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that seeketh refuge in him. So the Lord is good. What man desires life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Well, we know the Lord is good, so we get a clue within the question about what the answer is. So here's part one of the answer. In verse 13, keep your tongue from evil. Well, that's the opposite of good, isn't it? Thy lips from speaking guile. That's the opposite of good. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. All right, this idea of seeking has been a thread. This word seek is a thread that is found throughout the psalm. We have it there in verse 4. I will seek the Lord. Again, we have it there in verse 8. Blessed is the man that seeks refuge. In verse 10, but those who seek the Lord do not lack. And then we have it here again in verse 14. Flee from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. Well, where do you find peace? Same place you find good. Peace cannot exist with evil or guile. So where will you find it? You find it in the Lord, because taste and see that the Lord is good. So there's peace with the Lord because there's goodness with the Lord. So the question is, What man desires life and seeks many days to see good? Well, the answer is every man. So if every man wants that, then here's the answer to that question. Okay, so if you want it, then what do you have to do? It gives it to us. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking guile or treachery. Seek peace and pursue it. So do good. And the doing good is what? Seeking the Lord. That's where it begins. You want life? Do you want to find good in your days? Then seek the Lord. Again, it's very proverbial. We find the same thing in the book of Proverbs. Where does all the goodness come from? Where does the abundance in life come from? Where does wisdom come from? Where does understanding come from? Where does knowledge come from? It comes from seeking the Lord, fearing Him. That's where it comes from. So go there if you want to have these things. If you want life, and it's not just, living, but it's also spiritual life, abundant life, life that has an eternal quality. If you want that, then here's where you go. You go to the Lord. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to look at verses 15 and 16, and he continues to answer this question and begins his dialogue about the other thing that he teased us about last week at the end of the week. So I hope that you'll join me tomorrow here on Daily Dose Radio.